Yo, what is going on, guys? Robs here. Welcome back to another spicy, delicious video. Alright, today we're talking about Animal Crossing and possibly the next glitch in Animal Crossing. Let's get into it. The first glitch we had was where you put a small boy object, or 1x1, on a box, and you like spin it in 2-player, and then you just like pick it up, like, I don't know, spam like, and then you could just easily, bam, dupe, easy, free dupes for stuff that you could put on the table that were small 1x1s. Okay, that was the first one. Eventually that got patched, and then you had some people doing like katana dupes, but that wasn't really too prominent yet. Before you had the next dupes, you had some out of bounds glitches. First, like the ocean, then people had stuff where you could get on top, and then they had like the teleporting glitches where you could go across the map. Glitches with your character where you could go. That was a lot from the bamboo sprouts and the fireplaces and stuff where you'd clip inside and just you could kind of go anywhere. Then started to soon to be the people used sharks, and then they started to use LCD TVs because I think those are the most expensive. And so they did the 2x1 dupes by rotating, or as people call it, auto rotating. So people would auto rotate for a while and just kind of, you know, we got that, and then slowly people just. I mean, always the money glitch over time with the the interest or whatever. That was always the thing. It's not really a glitch. You can just still do that today, but that's kind of a stupid glitch because it like fucks up your time and you have to go 100 for like 60 years. That's just stupid. But obviously, you get a bunch of bells, and there was more out of bounds glitches, or not out of bounds, but just like cheese 4th layer glitches, where you could put your house in the 4th layer, but you glitch up with a bamboo shoot. And then you could also get on the 4th layer, which we're going to talk about later. But that wasn't really all, but a bunch of glitches. Eventually you could dupe everything. And I think there was like one item you couldn't dupe, and I think that was the sea bass. For some reason, I don't really know why. The hitbox is weird on it. But you could dupe literally everything in the game. Nook Miles tickets, crowns, gold nuggets, everything. Obviously, if you're on 1.4, now you're OVE, okay? But we're going to talk about another glitch that could have been possible on 1.2, I mean definitely 1.0, maybe 1.2, I'm not really sure. Alright, so I got some picks here. The first one has to do with the 4th layer cheese. So let me just click on it here. Bam, okay. So basically, this is how the map looks. Okay, you got your water in the back, which is like the inner piece, okay? And then you have the spirals all around to the other water in front, which is the ocean in the front, the very front of the island. So the one on the inside where the levels go up, that's on the very back of the island. So it spins around like that, and that's the sky layer. Okay, now you probably remember a while back, I think it was the Zen bridge. If you had a Zen bridge on the 3rd layer, you would hit, like, because it's arched, and it put your character up, your hitbox up just a little bit, so you couldn't actually like go across the bridge because you weren't like hitting the middle. It was actually you clipping the top of the 4th layer because they didn't want you going past 4th layer because that one was glitched. But if you had the Zen bridge before then obviously there wasn't a 4th layer barrier because you could get it to the 4th layer. Like you put your house in the 4th layer, which is what this picture shows here. So basically in 1.0 you could put your house in the 4th layer, but people don't know if there's a hitbox to the sky layer. There might be, but people, because you can get on top of houses. Okay, we've done that before. You can do 4th layer. No one's done them together, so people are thinking, okay, because once you go up on a house, like that's obviously a whole another layer higher. So what people are thinking is, okay, you would get to the 5th layer, which is essentially just the sky layer because it keeps rotating around. Some people think that the sky layer is what the balloons are on because like they're just gliding the top there and a whole bunch of other stuff, but you would be high enough if there was a sky layer. I also had one time my friend Cody, he just tried to get to the closest to the camera as possible, like, so he had, I think he got on top of his 3rd layer house because he didn't actually get the 4th layer house. I think he updated or something and he like cheesed himself, and he got all the way like right in front of the camera. It was pretty insane. Like that's what the camera looks like. It was pretty insane. Also, some people were thinking, okay, that's fine, whatever, because now you have the water fence in the game, where like if you swim, there's like a fence keeping you from going. So some people were thinking, okay, maybe we can get past this fence here. Maybe we can keep going, because technically if you could just, like before you weren't allowed to get, like in 1.0 when you glitched into the water, you weren't supposed to be like able to get in the water, you would just run around. But that's why everyone was like, why can we do this? Like, why is there just not like a bunch of barriers here? But apparently, because they were going to use it later, and it's the unfinished game, basically. There was like a thing stopping you from there, which is people just, but that's the fence now. So people are thinking, okay, if we can get past the fence and keep walking backwards, then boom, bam, sky layer. Possibly possible. Once you're up there, I mean, like, once you get on top of that 4th layer house, which is how you just probably would do it, you just put your 4th layer house in the very back of your island, and then you get on top of the house, and boom, bam, you're on top of the sky layer. Or on, like, you know, like you're walking on the sky layer, you're walking on sunshine. I mean, I'm not really sure what you could do, but there's probably nothing up there, so you could just walk around wherever you want to, and it's just like another out of bounds glitch. So it's kind of spicy. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you boys enjoyed this video. Okay, it was pretty interesting. I think it's possible. Obviously, I don't have a 1.0 game because Animal Crossing like just really hates people glitching. Like, my one video got literally taken down from. It's insane. It's literally insane. Out of bounds glitches are probably the less cheese because they're just out of bounds and like they know you can't do anything with them. But Nintendo is crazy about that stuff. They're weird about it. I don't really know, but thank you guys for watching, and thanks to them recent subs. We're pretty close to 600, but still road to 600 subos. And as always, as my boy Neat Mike says, the batter is too thick. I'll see you guys somewhere else. Peace.